How? How? I just paid my house off. Just pay my house off. Waiting on my deed to come in. Even asked the lady, how long is it going to take? Excited about getting that piece of paper and putting it in the lockbox. And so I had no idea, y'all. No idea, no idea. And anyway, to make a long story even longer, from there, guys, after I'm trying to figure out, and I'm talking about all of this, you got to remember the heart, everything is right. It had to be right. You see what I'm saying? And then my next question was how? How am I going to, now that I know where I'm going, how am I going to Thailand? You tell me how. Because all this is, first of all, I'm trying to think of ways to get out of it because how? And that's the first question is money. And if you ain't got no money, you know you ain't going nowhere, right? So I'm trying to get out of it and say, how? Huh? Some said my answer came out of the blue and said, look at answer came. It's crazy. Look at all this stuff you got. Now, again, I'm a homeowner, been there for 30 years. You know, I have accumulated a lot of things. Sell it. It's going to get stolen anyway if you ain't here, if y'all not here, because at that time I thought everybody was going. Sell it. Get rid of it. Huh? Somebody else going to take it. And I was like, wow. So there I went. I list my hot tub. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be here. It's not going to be on running. Even if I'm gone 60 days, it ran my light bill up about $90 extra a month. I'm paying a $700 light bill at this house, y'all. Okay. Okay. Remember, it's two manufactured home put together. I had a light bill on this end and a light bill on this end. Okay. You know, your light bill runs about 300 or more a month. Okay. Well, try two homes. And by the time you add that together, I'm at $758 a month in light bill. Okay. So I'm like, how? You know, how I'm gonna get the money? You know, this just not making sense. I gotta make sure it don't make sense. So I got questions because you can't do nothing without money. So here I am. It said sale. There, okay. There go the hot tub, the pool. Ain't nobody gonna be in this pool if I'm not here, and y'all not here anyway. So let's sell this pool. The pool, got to get rid of the pool. So there, I put the pool up for $600. Now I'm literally giving this stuff away. Okay, giving it away. Just bought a $300 and some dollar pump for the pool so we could enjoy. Okay. I think the pool itself was about $1,300. So that's just not mathing up. You know what I'm saying? But it got to go. It got to go. And I need money. My mind was thinking about money, money, money. And then I had a four-wheeler out there, sold it for $600, guys. I'm giving this stuff away. I had a more that I had spent a lot of money on, just was not dealing with it anymore. When got me another one, sold that. Just things that needed to go and that I knew people wanted and that I could sell at a reasonable price to get the money for the tickets. So again, my mind is all over the place. My heart is still racing. It was in a better state than what it was when I first got that information or that download because I was being obedient and doing what I was supposed to do. So therefore it was like, okay, but that still feeling had me like moving, like going. Couldn't sleep, couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I'm picking back up my weight now, y'all. Couldn't eat because again, I is this the right thing to do? You know, come on now. But I couldn't say nothing about the money anymore because guess what? Everything I put out there sold. So just like that. So the money was coming in, and I had already called to get the prices on the tickets and everything. It was like $6,000 and some dollars, all of us together, right? And I knew I had to come up with the ticket money, and I had to come up with the money for the visa. I mean, for the passports. So I just knew I had to make it happen. That's all I knew. And I'm going to tell you something. I let go of things that I thought I was going to just be holding on to. I love my hot tub. I got a pool table, a blue, beautiful pool table. I started to sell it. Things that I really cherished and thought, I didn't want nobody, don't put nothing on this pool table. You know what I'm saying? Just never thought I would be letting those things go the way I let them go. Just overnight. Overnight of letting go, guys. Never, ever had I thought I would be able to do that. I even was finna sell my truck. And then my son said, I want the truck. And I said, okay, you want the truck? You can have the truck. I don't care. I don't care about nothing. I didn't care about nothing but them and getting out of here. And I'm still wondering, why was it set for March the 30th? I just didn't understand, but I had to be out by March the 30th. Now I know why it had to be March the 30th. Oh my God, guys, I had some appointments over here in Thailand waiting on me, and I didn't even know it. Did you hear me? Did y'all hear me? I had appointments over here waiting on me, and I didn't even know. Y'all, I got my passport. I got my passport. I had a passport appointment set up over here. I had passports. I had a passport appointment set up over here in Thailand and didn't even know it. Huh? I had an appointment to view this house. 5-bedroom house. This is my studio area right here that I'm in. I had appointments, guys. I had appointment, guys. Do you hear me? That I didn't know. So now I know why it was March the 30th. Guys, listen, the lady that I met when I got to Thailand about a week and a half, my second week, about a week and a half after I got to Thailand, she was a black lady, and her name was Miss Yvette. And Ken and I was at the mall. I'm going to tell y'all exactly when. If y'all go back down my Facebook page, Ken was trying to eat some nuggets, and she said the was gagging. That's the same time, and we was in KFC is where we was in, but I got her chicken nuggets from somewhere else, and that baby was gagging, y'all. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. She just can't. The taste, y'all, the food is different, but we are finding things that we can't eat over here in Thailand. I will tell you that. But that's when I saw this black lady, y'all, walking by with some kids. Y'all, I was so happy to see somebody black. Because get this, the whole 2 weeks I've been here, I ain't saw not one black person. Well, I'm in the wrong place. Because where everybody at, I mean, not one black person had I seen. And so, child, when I saw that black lady limping, y'all, she was limping. And so I know pain. Y'all know I know pain. I'm the pain specialist. I know pain when I see it. And I knew she wasn't limping that bad. Miss Yvette, I'm not talking about you, but she had a little limp that I could tell she was in pain. And so, but I was just glad to see somebody black. Baby, she could have got anything from me. You heard me? But I said, hey, are you hurting? And she was like, can you tell I'm limping that bad? I said, well, I got a natural pain medicine that I make, and I deal with people that's in pain. So I know pain when I see it, is what I told her. And she was like, okay. Yeah. I said, it's all natural. It's non-oily, no marijuana, nothing like that. Can I try it on you? And she was like, sure. I said, where you hurting it? I ain't even have no gloves, y'all. And here I am just rubbing it in on her. This ain't Arkansas. But here I am just rubbing it in on her. And we sat down and talked. And like I was just so glad to see somebody black. Anyway, we sat down there and we talked, and she began to tell me what she do, the academy she had over here, helping kids throughout the summer and things like that. And we just talked, and I was just glad to be around somebody that spoke some English and we understood each other. I'm just gonna be real, guys. I was just like, yes. And anyway, I was just like, she's like, so what you finna do? I said, I don't know. We're gonna follow y'all. So me and Ken, we just started following along, talking and carrying on. Went back to her place and to their pool area and just things like that. But anyway, she became my friend up here. And from there, huh? Y'all heard me? From there, the dots have just connected. Y'all heard me? So then we went to a Black in Thailand events. She said, come on, come with me. You in Kinsley. And we did. And if y'all go back down my Facebook page, you'll see Kinsley there playing in the pool. And it's a lot of, just an event where all of us was together. I didn't title it, but I'm going to go back and title what it was. Because at that time, I didn't know what it was. I just know we hanging out. And I was so glad to see more of us. And anyway, I was like, wow, here they come out the woodwork. Ooh, yeah. And from there, people saw me. And I think it just kind of went from there. And so this is how I know that I had to be out of there by March the 30th. Miss Yvette is leaving next week. She's not even going to be in this area. You see what I'm saying? I have gotten a home. This home just came on the market, and I don't know how long it had been off, but we're doing quite a bit of repairs right now to it. I'm loving my space, loving my space. So if you hear some noise and a bunch of stuff in the background, it's just them doing what needs to be done around here. My hedges are getting cut, grass getting swept up around here, a lot of things, some painting. It's nice. Yeah, the place is going to be real nice. It's nice now. But when they get through, it's really going to be nice. And I can't wait to welcome you guys. I'm offering also anybody want to come to Thailand. Okay, I'm here, guys. I have 5 bedrooms. Come on till I get them kids up here. I'm waiting on them kids. I want them to come on, y'all. When y'all see them, tell them, go on to Thailand with your mama. Go up there and visit anyway. Y'all tell them, okay? So I'm waiting on them kids. And they said they thinking about it, okay? But again, it was hard for all of us. Okay. It was hard. I know I'm jumping all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. Nothing is wrote down, okay? But listen, I know why I had to be out of there by March the 30th now, guys. I know why. I know why I had to be out of there by March the 30th. Do you see what I'm saying? From the house that I have, from my visa. I have my visa. Okay? Y'all, I have it. I'm good. I went on a retire in 50 in Thailand and I am here. I got unlimited entry in and out the country. So yay, I can come home today in the States, leave out a few days later and come back as much as I want, as much as my money allowed me to do that. Okay. So I have my visa. Let me tell y'all something. I have something that some people have tried 30 years to get. I got it in 30 days. So when I tell you that I had to be out of there by March the 30th because it was not what I know, it was who I know. Y'all, your girl is stamped up. Your girl has her visa. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but your girl has it. Do you hear me? Wow. Can y'all believe that? I have something. Let me tell y'all something. That's why I know. I know that I was supposed to do this. Because just by being obedient, y'all, I'm telling you, I have something that people try to get that take years and years to get. 30 months. He did it for me in 30 days. Y'all, I am in a 5-bedroom home. I have a nanny. Do y'all know how amazing that is? I have a nanny that cooks, clean, but most of all, guys, she take care of my baby. That baby is so important to me. I love that little girl. And she got 2 mamas now. Oh my God. And so I have a nanny, a living nanny. So when I tell y'all March the 30th, I had to be out of there so I could meet Miss Yvette. So I could meet my nanny and get this nanny I got. Do you hear me? Everything was, look, the real estate to get my home, the people that I dealt with to get my visa. So yeah, March the 30th was when I had to get out of the States. Now I can talk about it. I couldn't talk about it at first. Everybody want to know why, what. Hell, I didn't know. I can't tell you if I don't know. I'm just going with the flow. All I knew is that I had to get out of the States. Okay, so here I am. Let me back. Let me let y'all see what's going on. Again, I am can't sleep. I can't sleep, can't eat, crying, and hoping my kids don't change their mind and that they're going to go with me. And that's what I'm hoping. Oh, because they was like, mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden they on the phone with their dad and they don't even fool with their daddy like that. But now y'all all on the phone with them. So the next thing I know, we having a family meeting and they're telling me, Mama, we're not going. And I said, but baby, wait. I said, Kay, why? Kay said, well, Mama, I'm in school. I got these classes, college classes and things like that. I can't miss. And I said, well, I'm going to talk to the teachers and the principal and see if you could stay up overnight there and go to school versus, video. And she's like, Mama, they not going to let me do that. And I said, baby, don't say that. I'm talking about I tried everything. I said, Tutu, my 19-year-old was saying, Mom, I'm not calling my boss to tell them that you're going to have to tell them. Like, where the number? Give me the phone. I'll tell them. And I understand that they have a life of their own. And I'm not angry with them at all. Actually, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them because they stood up to me. It's not easy standing up to me. Okay. I'm just going to be real with you. Huh? I'm a beast. I'm a boss. And when I want something or feel like this the way it's supposed to be, that's the way we rolling, y'all. And, and that is the attitude I had at first. I said, oh no, y'all going, you going. But that's not the right way to be. You know what I'm saying? And I was wrong for that. I was wrong, but it was again out of what I have been shown that's finna happen. And I don't want nothing to happen to them. Not one thing. And even though I didn't have a plan or how, I just know, come on, I got you. Mama got you. So again, I am not the type of mama that just leaving her kids. Baby, I done begged, I done pleaded, I done all that I can do. So I do want y'all to know that. I did my part, okay? Even got the tickets, passports, ready for these kids. They all I wanted them to do was carry themselves in their bags. And I had the rest. I didn't know how. Had no idea how. I did not know what was going to happen to me after I got on that plane. I didn't know if I was going to cry. I didn't know I didn't know how. How it was going to be. And, even on the way to the airport, toot tire went on flat. And I'm like, is this a sign? But I knew it was too late. I knew it. Even if I had to call somebody I ain't even like in El Dorado and said, look, come and get me to the airport. You know what I'm saying? That is what I was going to have to do. I shouldn't say that. I like everybody. Even if that meant I was going to have to call somebody that lives in El Dorado and say, look, come and get me. I'm on the highway. I got to get to the airport. Because I knew that I had to go. I knew, and March the 30th was my last day in the States. Guys, and again, I didn't know one person over here, a cat, a dog, a man, or a boy. And a lot of people thought, and even hint at me, oh, you got you a man over there, huh? Or you finna go and find you a man. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'd have been married 25 years. I got married when I was 19. I done had 7 babies. And let me tell y'all something.